What's up, everybody? Crazy Eights here. Excuse me. With another Transformers review, this time from Age of the Primes. We are looking at the Combaticon Onslaught. So let's take a look at the packaging, and then we'll get into the figure. Finally, get to do Onslaught. I mean, I could have done it at any time, but I was just doing it with the wheel, so I was letting fate decide when to do this, which is fine. So here he is in Age of the Primes box, but since I believe he's a Commander class, am I right? Yeah, he is a Commander class, and for some reason, they just come with the great artwork on the box, no clear packaging to see what you're getting. But look at his artwork, man. Look at Onslaught looking right there, looking all badass, and then behind him, you got his fellow Combaticons as well, and of course, you got Onslaught in his alt mode right there. Looks like they're on Cybertron. Looks really, really good. I love their artwork. On this side of the box, you got 3 of the 13, 2 all are 1. Again, he is a Commander class. This side of the box, you got an image of Bruticus. I just had a brain fart. Sorry. Collector Combined. Really good artwork of him. Top of the box, you got Onslaught, then you got the 13 Primes up here, blah, blah, blah. Back of the box, you got Bruticus. Shows you where some of the limbs are going to go. This is without the combiners on it. He looks like a chicken. Here's his alt mode, 44 steps. If you count if you're counting the trailer, but that's for Bruticus, I believe. Here is Onslaught right there. Robot mode, alt mode, and base mode. Words and stuff, boring stuff down there. Here's the barcode if you need it. I got him offline. I'm probably not gonna see him in the stores. For some reason, I've never seen the big chunky box guys in the stores. The last one I saw was Scorponok, and that was how many years ago? And that was only one of them, and I was lucky enough to find them in the store, but everything else, this size and up, I find online. That's the box. Let's get into the figure. Now the figure comes in alt mode, but I was fiddling with him, so I left him in robot mode, and then I'm gonna start off from here, and then we'll do the normal way that I normally do things. And let's take a quick spin. He's very clean, nice backpack. Got some hollowness down here in the legs. Profile wise, not so bad. Typical Onslaught. I've always liked Onslaught. I don't know why, he was like one of my favorite robots as a kid. Here's his face sculpt. Got like the dark blue helmet, orange visor, and a gray mouthpiece. Damn screw holes. Very clean though, not a lot of like detailing, but just enough, but not a whole lot to make it overbearing. I think of like Astro Train, where there's all and Siege Shockwave, where they got so much crap on them, it's hard to see everything. We got some details right there on the arm. Going down. Like I said, just very clean mold. They give you just enough. He comes with no weapons, which is sad. But he does come with, which I didn't take out yet. He comes with these 2 pieces right here, which is part of the cannon that goes on this piece right here. The plug into there. And of course we got the trailer as well, which I'm going to probably do separately. I'll do that video after the... I might not even do this until I do Bruticus. I don't know. I haven't decided yet how I want to handle the trailer part. I don't know if I just want to do the robot in his alt mode and then Bruticus later on. But yeah, that is Onslaught in robot mode. Now let's do some comparisons. All right, now just hear me out. Apples and oranges, I know. This is Armada Nemesis Prime. But I think their colors look good together, and that's why I kept them out. I just wanted to see how they looked, side by side. And, his face is a little hard to see, but they look pretty good. I think they look much better in alt mode together as opposed to robot mode, but Yeah, I just wanted to see what they looked like. And here he is with Blastoff, with his fellow Combaticons. Here he is with Vortex, who I had high hopes for, but I'm not a fan of this robot mode. Here he is with Brawl. And here are the Combaticons as of right now, minus Swindle. Mine's on pre-order. I don't know when he's coming in, but I do have one on pre-order. But here are these guys all grouped up. They're looking good. I can't wait to get them. I can't wait to form Bruticus with these guys. All right, so I gave him Nemesis Prime's gun just to give him some kind of weapon. This is a really cool figure, really very solid. Plastic quality feels great on him and on the trailer. The trailer has some nice weight to it also. His design is very clean. Not a lot of like detailing on him per se, as like I mentioned in my video earlier. But like if you looked at like Siege, Shockwave, or Astro Train, they had so much detailing on their bodies. This guy does not. He's very, very simple, but it's very effective. I like the way it looks. Almost like 86 movie Transformers, how they're doing those. You know, very simplified and very clean looking. He's got that same vibe going on. Just enough detail, but not too much. There's things that he doesn't come with a weapon, though. It really does. I think Swindle comes with his weapon, which, if I'm mistaken, or it comes with Bruticus' weapon or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, he's a really cool figure. He's always been my favorite bot. One of my favorite bots. I always liked how he looked. And between Predaking and Bruticus, those are my two favorite combiners. So I'm can't wait to get this guy completed. That's it for this portion of the video. Up next will be his transformation into his alt mode. All right, let's get this guy transformed. All right, we're gonna do the easy thing first. I'm gonna take his hands and we're just gonna push him in like that on both sides. Take this, push it in. We're gonna take his head, gonna bring it forward, and we're gonna bring up this backpack like this, so we can bring this up and out. Let's bring up. Over here, you're gonna take these guns. You're gonna spin them in. So you have the grill of the truck facing out. These are a little tight, so you just want to be careful. Try not to grab it by this and break it. Do your best to, I don't know, my copy's very tight. There you go. So you have to grill the truck like that. Now you want to bring this up. This part is a little tricky. There you go. That way you want to bring it down to form the top part of the car. And then you can bring all this in. So you have that. Now for the arms, I always forget how to do this. There you go. You're gonna take the arms, you're gonna bend them up like this, so they shortens them out. So you have that going on. And then you wanna take them, bring them up, and then you're gonna bring them in to this part right here on both sides. So you have the front part of the truck looking like this. Okay, looking better. They should snap in. And now we're gonna do the bottom part of the truck. All right, so you wanna take these guys and bring them out. Fan them out like this. Take the heel spurs, clip them in. Bring these bad boys, bring the feet up like that. And then you clip these together like that. Now I'm not sure if these things gotta go in or out. Let me see if these gotta go in. Yeah, they do. I don't know if it matters, but I'm gonna put them in. I'm gonna switch those in. I'm gonna take these, and now all you gotta do is take this part, flip it around. Maybe I did have to. I'm trying to go by memory, not by directions here. Let's see one other thing. Let's see. Let's bring these. Bring those out. Bring that in. Maybe that's how you gotta do it. Okay. That's what it is. You don't touch those. Those are gonna go like that. So I did these wrong right here. You want to keep those like that, and then just want to bring this in. There you go. Just make everything is connected. And there is Onslaught in his truck mode. Alright, that was Onslaught's transformation. Let's do his alt mode next. Back from transformation, here's Onslaught in his alt mode. And I need my book. I'll be right back. Alright, according to my book, his G1 version is based off of a U.S. Army flatbed truck, TMT 18420 modified. Alright, so we know what he's from, allegedly. But I don't know if this is the same thing, but here he is in his alt mode. And this is just the cab. We will show the trailer in a minute, but a lot of this is what you've seen already. I don't know why. I feel like these things are not. The front end isn't clipping in cleanly. But here he is in the front. The grille and the headlights. Here's the front end. So here's some of the details. Kind of falls, like the truck part kind of falls away back here. And there's no like, I guess there's spots for taillights, but there's no real rear end on this thing. It's all in the front. The back just falls apart for the car details anyway. Here's from the top. And here's from the bottom. He's just stretching out, and his arms are stretched out, his legs are bent behind his back. But that's, I'm probably supposed to turn his head around, I think. I don't know. But either way, you can see his head. But that is his alt mode. And now let's bring in the trailer and take a look at that. And here is the big, this trailer is chunky and it is heavy. We'll just stand it up like that so you get a nice view of it. It is thundering and lightning out if you hear anything. Now for the details, we'll go from the front to the back. Here's from the top. We got the dual cannons, silver with the gray top, the gray cannon. The top of the gray. Oh my god! All right, crazy. You could do this. The top of it is green, but the rest of it is just all different colors. It's not even a cohesive unit. Here it is going. You do got some nice faux diamond plating down here as well for the flatbed. Here's from the side. Again, it kind of falls apart. Doesn't give you the illusion of it actually being a real flatbed because of the robot bits underneath. But you can connect them. So it's got like a slots right there And it's got these little teeth that's gonna go into the slots. Just line them up. Of course, I gotta do this off camera. Be right back. All right, there I go. There I go. Connected. And you do have a little, you can turn it a little bit left and right, which is nice. And of course, let's bring the camera out a little longer. I think it makes them uber longer, if that's even a word.